It doesn't take a genius to realize I'm an introvert. And I think for many people as well, after the pandemic, it has affected many people, including me, I guess. And like, if you were to have a conversation with me for like, let's say more than 2 minutes, you realize like, wow, this guy really cannot speak for shit because that's just how I am. And it really reflects on how I speak in general. Let's just say because I've been making these speaking videos for like few months now, maybe a year, and I've avoided making scripts or like point forms. It's because I just want to talk, and it's not going well because even right now not even talking properly, I guess. And for a lot of the videos as well, I realized that wow, I cannot talk properly. And I think the main thing for this is because I'm an introvert. And for many years after the pandemic, I've avoided social interactions and many stuff. So this might be a boring video or like a boring yap for many, but it's just been such a big part in my life. I just want to talk about it because I hate it, and I wanna change it by fixing some stuff that I'll be talking about soon. So yeah, being an introvert really sucks. It's because I cannot talk to people much, and I actually ignore a lot of like social interactions. So, for example, like after the pandemic, I changed schools, like went to secondary school, and I was like, huh, I'm not gonna make friends because obviously I cannot talk, and I don't really feel the need of making friends at all because like I in my mind I was like, oh, I had old friends, but it never lasts. I still need to talk to people, which I never did for the past few years, and only I think last year, that I've been in the school for like 3 years, I've actually started making friends and like talking to people. Not much, but at least I did something. And this has been a really big problem for me because like I consider myself as like a student athlete. And as an athlete, of course, you have a lot of sports to do. I do swimming, I do karate, I do like basketball, running stuff. But the thing is, on in all these trainings, I fail to really make friends for a long time. As of now, I've gotten better because I've been trying to improve myself, but for a long time, it's really bad because like for example, I have a swimming class, right? Usually, if you're swimming training, there's like people the same age around you, and then I would like talk to them. No, normal people would like talk to them, share interests, like, oh yeah, how's your 50-meter sprint tournament, or like, what's your timing, PB, what you do you play chess, shit like that. But I don't. And it feels like I'm the odd one out. Everyone's talking, everyone's having fun, everyone's having conversations, and I'm just at the side there, you know, swimming, doing drills. But it's very lonely being an introvert, genuinely. For the peak of my introvertness, I would say, is when everyone's going outings and stuff, and even my mom questioned me like, it's holiday, why are you not going out with your friends? I have no friends last time. And I've always stayed with my room, and the one coping mechanism I would say is gaming, I guess. I game a lot last time. Around 3 4 years of my life is spent gaming, and temporarily it was good. I could have online friends. They don't know how I look like. They know me just by my voice, but I'm just talking to a screen, just like now. I'm not actually interacting with them. So when I actually do, it wasn't great. I lost a lot of friends in this few years. It's mostly because my cowardness, I admit it, and I lost a lot of opportunities to make friends. I could have been open. I could have been like, "Oh yeah, what do you do?" Like in my karate class, right? I'm a black belt, and usually I would be teaching people like, "Oh, you shouldn't be doing this. You can do this instead, and you'll be better. You improve faster." But I'm just too shy, I'm too shy to do so, and I would tend to ignore people, and it sometimes comes off as rude, and I would feel like I ruined like the possible relationship with them. And it's really sad actually. Now that I think of it, I could have had a lot of opportunities to make more friends, more connections, and I miss them. And all of the time I would just be like doing my own thing, like in class. One of the most uh how do I say, popular thing I would do to other people's like eyes, that's what they know me for, like just listening to music. I use earbuds to like block social interaction. So like, if anyone wants to talk to me, I would just do, you cannot talk to me now, because it's like a mental block for other people. They'll be like, oh yeah, this guy's busy. I'm gonna do my own shit. And it's something that really bit me back after this many years. Cause wow, I looking back, I'm really like not a good person, I guess. I had people wanted to talk to me, but I just ignored them basically, and look where that's brought me. It's a really weird feeling. But at least now I got friends and even a girlfriend somehow. Like if you were to look at me a few years ago, you'd be like, yeah, damn, this guy ain't getting bitch, bro. Like I'm lonely as fuck, and all I'm doing is just playing games, listening to music, killing life. When I could have done more. I could have been doing more. And it's also partly because I'm lazy. It's not a good excuse, but it is one that I've been like using. And yeah, it's not good. Okay, that's all. And one other thing for in social interactions, this is by far like one of the worst. It's like when you walk past people like in the mall, or like you're just walking in general, I would feel like, damn, everyone's judging me. Like they are legit just judging me based on how I look. And that's what I think for like everyone. That's how I thought everyone would think of me. Like, oh yeah, this guy's a loser. Oh yeah, this guy dress not well, whatnot. And I've avoided eye contact with like every person in the entire world that went past me. Just by walking, right? Even the worst of all is like people near my age. When they walk by, I'll just like look up, look down, look at my phone, look at the time. It almost reminds me of like those like college students like just taking the drink and just sipping in the fucking party by themselves, acting cool, but they're actually not, and they're pretty lonely. Yeah, but for me, in my situation, is to random people who don't know me, and I'm just walking past. It's very awkward. It really is. But that's what I do. And besides people thinking like judging me, is people thinking bad about me. So I would have like friends who are like pretty noisy. The weird part is some of my friends are like extrovert. Is that what extrovert? Well, I'm introvert, and they will like do stupid shit like shout randomly or like I don't know, do very obnoxious stuff beside me, and I would just like try and not care. But it's attracting attention, so I would just avoid that. I guess I really don't like that, like people looking at me and thinking like I don't know why. I shouldn't care. Yes, I know. I shouldn't care about people's opinions about me. But in the at the same time, even though I say that, I think otherwise, and I would just like be like, huh, what does this guy think of me? Or like, did I do something wrong? Stuff like that. But actually, I think all of this boils down to how it's formed, which is the COVID-19 MCO. Because of that MCO, I've been isolated with myself and some of my family members. And in that period of time, I've developed like really bad mentality, really bad thinkings. Like how would I say, like, yeah, genuine suicidal thoughts and genuine depression, because I was like, sometimes I even enjoy being sad, which requires me being alone, which requires me not talking to people or making friends. And because of that, I've developed really bad thinking of other people and what people think of me. Hence why I don't talk to people. Yeah, that's a very good conclusion to go to. Great job, 2023 Evan. Yeah. And it's not just that. I think a lot of people, they tend to think like, oh, depression is just it's just a thing, like everyone says they have depression, everyone what's it called? Say that I'm sad all the time, post cringe comments, shit like that. Yes, but really, if you really think about it, real depressed people is really, really bad. The Since I've experienced it, I think it's something that shouldn't be overlooked. It shouldn't be like ignored, because that's why I did. And that's why all these thoughts and like shit just piles up if you bottle it in. And it's really bad. It's really bad for the health. And it cost me a lot. It really did. It cost me my basically teenage years. Quite a lot. I'm already pretty far down the road, and it's already like months. There's only months left for my secondary year, and I could be dwelling on how much time I've lost at the past because I was an introvert, but I instead should be looking forward for the future and just try and make the most of it right now. So, after all that, what do you think? You may ask, like, what does this affect you, like, genuinely? Just okay, you don't talk much to people, you have less friends, but what does it really affect you if you're just doing what you love? To be honest, I think it's not what just what you love and what you want to do. It's what you should do, your responsibilities. And for my responsibilities as a student, I have to learn how to speak for my SPM. There's speaking tests like BM and Chinese. And without confidence and being an introvert, being like 哑巴,讲不到话, you basically kill all your marks. Free marks for many, because many can just speak. It's just speaking. You're like talking as a normal conversation. But for people like me, it's like the hardest thing in the world, because we are not used to it. Hence why I'm starting to do this, and why I need to get used to it, or else I'm cooked. I'm really cooked. And I think it's really important to have speaking skills for like, you know, you whatever you can do in the next few years. Like, you could be a marketing agent or whatnot. You could be so many things. But having this essential skill, which is speaking, it's really important. And I feel like I have to learn it now or never. So I think I have lost a lot of my time and a lot of confidence. Like, I never tell this to anybody. And even though I've been in this school for like 5 years, nobody realize the most what's that called? Confident killer for me is my hair. I really care about my appearance, 我的脸. But ever since the pandemic as well, fuck the pandemic, I've developed this thing called trichotillomania, which I'll make a video on about, like speaking whatever. But in summary, short summary, is basically I'm addicted to pulling my hair. It's not a good thing, yes. Why? You go bald. You legit go bald. Yes, your hair can grow back, but hair follicles can only grow back like 3 times, I think. And then it's just gonna be bald. I've been pulling my hair for around 5 to 6 years. It it doesn't seem like it right now, but it's really bald. And it's led me into a spiral of like, oh, I cannot show this to anybody, nobody can know. And it's like, the people who's like fat. I used to be fat too. People who like fat, they will like, pull their shirt a bit before they sit down so people don't think they're fat. Yeah, that's what I did basically. But instead of like pulling the shirt, I would like comb my hair a lot. And combing the hair also risks losing hair. And what I need to say is, it's really killed my confidence, as going bald is not what I want. But I think the ultimate solution, even to now, I haven't solved this problem, is to actually just shave my head. I'm not even joking. It feels like the only way, because this shit is too fucking addicting lah. I want every second, every time I'm stressed, every time I'm not stressed and doing nothing with my hands, I just want to yank it out. And after that, I would feel just all the regret. It's like when people like jack off, right? And even though they say like, oh, I'm not going to do this anymore, but then they still do it. And then in the end, they would feel like absolutely terrible. It's exactly right now and what I've been experiencing. It's cost me a lot, a lot, man. And it's one of the biggest reasons why I avoid people and really care about my appearance. Even though other people don't really care. To me, I'm just your average person. You just walk by me and not bat another eye, I guess. So what is the moral of the story? Even though I'm an introvert and I've used this word a lot, it's because it's genuinely just not good. It really is not. People think being introvert is like, oh, you're cool, you can be alone with your thoughts, you can think more, you can what? Sigma. But in reality, it's genuinely just anxiety plus like depression plus no confidence equals introvert. I admire people who can speak well. I admire them for how they handle people under pressure. How like you're in an argument and then you can still respond back For people like me, I would want to respond back with thoughtful, useful comment, but I just cannot think at that time, you know. And I would like after like few hours, then I would like, oh yeah, that's my response back. But the argument's over, and I don't want to bring it back up. Why would I? That's weird, right? So why would I? And I'm the one who's a loser because I'm thinking about it after all it's already over. So I really admire people who can speak well, and I think what everybody needs is motivation. Not maybe a bit of discipline, yes, but the main the main point is you have to have the motivation, the spark for you to like ignite and change your lifestyle. Because if you don't change, you're never going to. And it's it is hard to change. Took me many years and a lot of relapse. But with enough motivation and the will to try, at least, it will have, how do I say, it will work for anyone, genuinely. So that's why for the next, half a year, next year, I'll just keep on making videos and just yapping. Because I think this is one of the best ways to improve my speech and not be so fucking ass. Alright? This video took a few tries. That's an understatement. It took like 10 times to like make the intro. Not I don't edit these videos. It's just raw footage. So I like pause, replay, pause, restart, and then I'll just keep speaking. I wanna stop there. I just wanna talk. It's just a talk to myself, alright? And I don't want that to be stressful. So yeah, I think that's about it. Being introvert, bad. That's the end. So yeah, hope to make another video in the next week. I'm staying consistent. This is week 3, is it? Third video. So yeah, goodbye.